welcome back. Hello there. Apologies for the very long break. Went to Hawaii, made a few videos. Problem is, when I'd done the videos, the audio wasn't there, so I will be trying to put some voiceover on it. It was mainly a couple of tasting videos, but yeah, didn't quite go to plan. The mics decided to die, and yeah, whatever happened, it happened, right? And then when we come back, a few problems with the house has happened. Flooring's given way. I've had to get a new roof put on as well. It's just been one thing after another. Yeah, so, but we are back and we're going to start cooking again. I couldn't find any challenges really over there. I am still looking, so if you've got any ideas, please put it in the comments below. Also, I am going to put a GoFundMe link on there. Mainly, like I said, when I come back from holiday, the roof was a mess. I've had to get that redone. It's cost £15,000. So I have put like a bit of a fundraiser out there, see if I can get some help paying for it, because yeah, it's just it wasn't planned, obviously. But enough about that now. So I'll put that link in the comment. Yeah, let's get on with it. So what we've got today is another one of our lovely internet recipes. It's about making bread, but no kneading needed. So, and that's interesting. So I thought, well, why not give that a go? Well, what's the worst that can happen? No bread. But yeah, so what I've done, I've got 500 grams of flour, plain flour in here. I didn't have enough plain flour and I didn't have enough bread flour. So what I've done, I've put 200 grams of bread flour and 300 grams of plain flour. Apparently that's fine. Doesn't really make no difference, to be quite honest. So yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll see what they say. We've got 6 grams of yeast, dry yeast on here. I've got a sachet of that. 10 grams of salt. Now I'm using table salt because it's a bit finer than using the normal grounding one. And also 10 grams for a lot of people that don't know, it's about 1.5 teaspoons. So we'll do that as well. Apparently that is it. That's all we need. So let's see what it says. So it says to mix the flour, yeast and salt all together. Right, let me wash my hands first. It's always a good thing. I did it earlier, but obviously I've been putting the mic on and doing a few other bits. So that's best to be safe than sorry. Right, so yes, so what we're going to do, we're going to mix. Let me get a spoon, take off said watch and rings. Oh, that was always a bit hard. So that's out of the way. So yeah, so it says we've got to mix the flour, water together until there's no lumps and the flour remains in a scruffy ball of dough. Right, so all I'm going to do is attempt to open that. There we go. So remember, 500 grams of flour, 60 grams, 60, wow, 6 grams of yeast. I'm going to put 1.5 teaspoons of salt. There's one, about half. Don't really want to overdo it with salt, to be quite honest. And then this is 325 mils of warm water. So all I've done, I boiled the kettle a couple of hours ago, left it, and now the water's warm. So then that, and apparently all we need to do is just mix it. I'm going to move that out of the way. Now, according to the recipe, you can leave it for about an hour while it doubles in size, so the dough raises, and then you can bake it. Or they say you can leave it for 24 hours, and which makes it better. Now, I suppose in a way, well, this spoon was a bad idea. It just says to mix it. So, so in a way, I was and ahhing. Do we just do the hour? or should we do the 24 hours? I mean, they reckon the 24-hour, the bread is still the same. It's just got a much better taste. So it's not going to matter for you guys, because all I'm going to do, I'm going to put it room temperature to rise. And then once it's risen for about an hour, it then says put it in the fridge overnight. And then after that, just put it in the oven and baking tray and job done. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get as much as that. I don't want to waste any. So what I'm going to do is allow that to raise. God, I'm so glad I cleaned my fingers earlier. We'll allow it to raise, and I think I'm going to put it in the fridge for fridge overnight. Once it's all raised, obviously I'll have the video still going once it's raised, not all the way because I'm not talking for an hour. So we can see what it looks like, and then what I'll do, I'll put it in the fridge, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow about midday-ish. And then we'll put it in the oven and we'll see just how well that is. So yeah, not had the best time coming back, obviously. Had a great time over in Hawaii. I am still trying to get some voiceover to see what other audio I can scavenge from some of the other videos, to see what I can do, and just to add some in, just to give you a bit of content. I mean, Hawaii's a lovely place, beautiful place. Like I said in the previous videos, the people are absolutely incredible. Kauai didn't disappoint at all. You know, I love waterfalls, and you know, it's called the Garden Isle for a reason. It should be called Waterfall Isle because there's quite a few, and it's really, really good. I would recommend it to anyone. It took a few years to save up to do it, so you know, it's not like, and that's it. This is it. No actual kneading as such. I've literally just done that while I was talking, really. So that is literally it. I don't know if that's going to blur, or hopefully not, but this is pretty much all you need. I mean, that took absolutely no time at all. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get some cling film and just cover it. I've got to clean the sides anyway, so it's not, so me doing this is not at the end of the world. I lost my cling film for a minute. Right, so what I'm going to do, yeah, so I'm going to put some cling film over it, and then we're just going to leave it for an hour. But yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, if you can save up and go there, I'd recommend it to anyone. I mean, Kauai is quiet, you know, there's no real nightlife. The only thing you'll find if you do like partying late at night, it's not the island to go to. Quite simply because from about 10 o'clock at night, everything closes. I mean everything. You know, if you want to go there just to chill out, have an earlyish night, perfect island. If you want to go to Hawaii to party, you know, Oahu is the place to be. That's what I found anyway. Obviously, I can't comment on Maui because I've not been there yet. The Big Island, again, is nice, but I found things close around 11 PM, give or take. It's still a lovely island, but yeah, it depends what you want. But yeah, so yeah, funny games since I've been back. Front of my house has looked like a scaffolding, not a scaffolding, well, the scaffolding was there and made it look like a construction zone for about 3 weeks. So yeah, I do apologise for the lack of content, but I've had so much going on. It's just been an absolute bloody nightmare, in all honesty, and that's putting it politely. So right, that's now covered. I'm going to leave that on there for an hour. It's okay, right? So we'll see you in an hour, and hopefully that will have risen, and we'll have some more talking then. Until then, have fun. Welcome back. Okay, right. It's been about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. Have a look. it's got considerably bigger. When I say it's doubled in size, about that, I would say. Smells like dough. Right, what I've done, I've preheated the oven up to max, because what the instructions actually say is to preheat the oven while we're doing this bit. Once we finished it, we put the dough in the oven and turn the oven down to 120. Not 120, sorry, 200 degrees, okay, Celsius. So that's what we're going to do. And I've got to put this tray in the oven for some strange reason. And once that goes in, I've got to, what am I doing? All I'm doing, it's bloody hot, is put the metal bar, you know, the metal shelf in the middle. Something I forgot to do. But yeah, so what I've got to do is pour water onto that tray just before I put that in. Okay, so what's that on there? Okay. So, no, I'm not a drug dealer. No, I'm not a drug user. This is flour. So, flour. Okay. I know what it could look like, especially there's a line down the middle, but that's just convenient. That's just where the folding was. All right, so don't be putting comments on about how do I snort cocaine or anything else, because no. Right, so all I'm going to do, that's what we've got, and it's going to go in here. So I've put flour on. What I've done, I've put flour on here, because once this is on, I'm just going to pick it up, lump it straight in. Yeah, problem solved. Yeah, but it said it's going to be sticky, which it is. As we can see, it is sticky, which is fine apparently. So what I'm going to do is roll that onto there. And that's that for there. So, according to the instructions, all we're going to do is roll it in the flour, pat it down a bit, not actually knead it, but just fold over, because all we're going to do is open the air pockets in the dough. Okay, that's literally it. Yeah, so, and then just that. Then all it says is get a bit of olive oil, just squirt a little bit on top. I'm assuming it's just for colour, although I do like olive oil, a bit of olive oil, so can't complain at that, you know. I think that's why Popeye's girlfriend was called Olive Oil, because olive oil is really nice. Though the drawing, you know, debatable. It's okay. So yeah, so what we're going to do is put it in like so, straight in. According to the instructions, it doesn't have to look neat and tidy. It's literally like so. That is literally it. It's not quite got up to full temperature yet, so we'll give it a couple of minutes. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, yeah, a few delays doing videos. I will be trying. I've got a few more bits to do at home to sort the rest of the house out, but I will be trying to put as many videos as I can up, as I've got time for. Even if they're not long recipes, if I could just get some short ones out, you know, a bit like this, then, you know, all the better. It'll be some content out. So yeah, you know, unfortunately life interrupts our plans, and it's one of them things. So be it. It's what can you do, eh? Right, so what I'm going to do, get a bit of water. Now, put that in the bottom tray. Now, I'm assuming this is just to build steam. It's the only logical reason I can think of. So, a little bit messy, but yeah, so be it. Right, water's in there. Okay, so that's that bit done. So all I've got to do now, tidy up in a minute, is put that in the oven. And apparently leave it for 40 minutes. And hey presto, we should have bread. And quite easily as well, because there was no heavy kneading needed. It's literally just while it was in the bowl, mix it up. I may have mixed it a little bit too much because I was too busy talking, but you know, it is what it is. But it looks alright. We'll see. Right, so let's turn that down to 220. We'll put that in and see. Echo. Echo. All right. Yeah. Typical AI. Doesn't listen to me. Used to. But all I'm going to do, right, we shall add that for 40 minutes. And voila. Who needs Alexa? We have an oven with a timer. Perfect. Okay, so, okay, right. 40 minutes has gone. Oven's finished. It's just gone to end. So, we will look for a tea towel. Found one. Okay, right. So, try that again. Right. Kind of hoping it's done. Okay, feels quite solid. Right, what we've got to do though is wait 10 minutes, let it cool down and finish cooking on the inside. Because if you don't, it might end up being a little bit doughy. So we'll give it 10 minutes. So that's not a problem. In the meantime, testing material. Butter. Jam. Always a good thing. And bit of glass. What the heck? So, like I said, we'll give it 10 minutes. Let it just cool down. Looks nice. And the shame we ain't got smell-o-vision. Because it don't know about the taste yet. Could be horrible. But it smells really like, you know, when you pass a bakery and you've basically got, you know, they've just finished baking bread. It's that smell in the kitchen right now, which is really nice. I love it. So yeah, but like I said, this is a first time we're doing it, so it's a one-off, and we'll just see how well it goes. Right, well, I'm going to finish talking for 10 minutes, and we will be back in 10 minutes and see how well it goes. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so 10 minutes has gone. Time fly on videos. I mean, Jesus, it just feels like 30 seconds, if that. Right, I ain't bothering with the glasses again because last time I done that, it's steamed up. Okay, right, so now's the tell. Let's see if this has actually worked. So, loads of flour. Not necessarily a bad thing. Until 10 minutes has gone, it's all cooled down. Okay, so there we go. One loaf of bread. One bread knife. So let's see how well it worked. So not too bad, a bit small, but not too bad. What I'm going to do, tastes like bread. But here's the main taste test, I should say. But I do not want comments saying you're using the same knife for the butter and the jam, blah, blah, blah. I'm the only one that uses the jam, so yeah. Mm. Mm. Very nice. Yeah, I have to admit, that's probably the easiest bread I've ever made. I've made a couple of breads before where you've had to knead it and then you've got to do other bits with it and so on and so forth. But simple ingredients, didn't take that long time-wise, really. Yeah, who guessed? Who would have guessed? I certainly wouldn't have, because what the hell? You know, bread is it's fundamentally one of the main, you know, one of the main top 5 foods that everyone eats, and it's that easy to make. It's crazy. And fresh bread always tastes better than store-bought sliced bread, you know. So yeah, I mean, you know, I could have made the top bit look a bit all fancy dancy and stuff. I mean, this is only powder. It's not the end of the world. Not powder, flour. It's not the end of the world because we always brush that off. Easy. Yeah. Who would have guessed? It was that easy. So yeah, there we go. We have our bread, with jam, with butter, with slice. And the flour. Yeah, so, okay. Like I said, I will be trying to get more out, more videos out. I've got a few more things to do in the house. But I want to just try and get the content going a bit more frequently, which was the intention, but obviously we had some errors in the house going on. I'm still trying to get some audio and some talk over with the other videos. Obviously, I don't want to make them boring for you guys and girls and everyone else to watch. I mean, let me know in the comments. Do you want me to do some videos with the audio over, or I can just put together a small slideshow with little bits, just giving you an idea of, you know, what Hawaii's like. For those of you that's not been there and are thinking about going, reply in the comments. Let me know. Like I said, I've also put in a link to the GoFundMe page. If anyone can donate anything, I'd appreciate it, because the roof's done, it's paid for. I've maxed out every credit card in order to do it. So obviously you get interest on credit cards, blah blah blah, you know, so on and so forth. So yeah, I would appreciate any of that. If you can't, it is what it is. Money is tight for everyone. I understand that, but I appreciate all your views. You know, you subscribing to this channel. Beyond the Bite would be nothing without you guys. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it, which is why I actually, you know, I wanted to get content out there, but you know, things happen, so it is one of them things. But hopefully we should get more out of this from now on. Okay, so have a good weekend, day, night, wherever you are, whatever time it is, whatever day it is when you eventually view this, and we will see you on the other side. So enjoy and try this for yourself. It's a no-brainer. You know, why go to the shop to make bread? This took no time at all. So have a good day. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.